Welcome back to the Walnut.
Practice questions, well, these are not examples. So we have the answer choices given over here. And it is exactly like a normal question what you get on the question paper. So go for it. The first few questions would be straightforward, simple questions. And later, once we get over the first set of questions, you may have more challenging questions. So go for it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 8, 27, something missing, 125. So at a glance, you can see the connection between the numbers, right? So once you see the connection between the numbers, it's easy for you to get the answer. Go for it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And what is it? 27, 125, 8. What's the peculiarity of those numbers? Well, the 8 may not give you a lot of idea about what exactly here, because we have 5 here, 8 here. But if you look at 27, you get a clear idea what is that. And if you look at 125, you get a clear idea what exactly it is. So you can easily identify the pattern. Okay, so what is the pattern? It is 2, and we have an 8 here. We have 3 and 27 here. 5 and 125 here. So that's 5 and 5 cube. 4 and 4 cube, it must be 64. And 3 and 3 cube here. 2 and 2 cube here. So the answer must be 64. End of the story. Simple question. Let's go for the next one. We have a star-shaped figure. Where is the number missing? Right here. So what is it? 1, 2, 6, 24 and 120. So what's the connection there? 1 and 2, 2 and 6, 6 and 24. So 6 into 4 is 24, 2 into 3 is 6. So 1 into 2 is 2, 2 into 3 is 6, 6 into 4, 24, 24 into 5, 120, 120 into 6, 720 would be the answer right here. This is the answer, first answer choice. Let's go for the next one. Well, 3, 8, 5 and 29, first column. And second one, 4, 6, 1 and 25. And third column, 5, 2, 7, and what is missing over here? Take a look at that. 3 and 8. That's 11. 11 plus 5. 11 plus 5 is 16. 16 and 29. So 16 plus 13 is 29. Doesn't make any sense at all. Where does that 13 come from? It could be 8 plus 5, 13. That could be a possibility. Any other pattern you have? 8 into 3 is 24. Okay, I think most of you guys have noticed this, right? So 8 into 3 is 24. 24 plus 5 is 29. And same way here. 4 into 6 is 24. 24 plus 1 is 25. Same way here. 5 into 2. 5 into 2 is 10. 10 plus 7 is 17. So the answer choice, last answer choice, 17. Next one. This is what it is. What kind of pattern? We have 4, 16, 36. Of course, at a glance, 4 is what? 2 square, right? So we can take it as 2 square. And this is 4 square. And 36, 6 square, 8 square. These are the squares of even numbers. Now we have 10 square, 12 square, and what is it? 14 square. 14 square is what? 196, and this one 16 square. So the answer 196. Answer choice C. Next one. Interesting question. Take a look at it. B, C, E, and a letter missing over here. Then K and M. And next row, second row. D, F, J, N, V, and something missing. So what are the letters we have missing? 2 letters are missing. Which are the letters missing? What kind of pattern we have here? B and C, C and E. So what is the connection? B, if you look at the position values of letters, B is the second letter. So 2, and this one is 3, and this one is 5, and this is 11, and 13. So is there a pattern there? 2 and 3, 5, and next one, any idea? How about the position values here? These are what? 4, 6, and this is 10, and this is 14, and this must be 22. And here is a clear pattern. If you look at that, 2 and this is 4, and this is 3 and this is 6, and 5, 5 and 10. So naturally, if this is 14, this must be 7. So 7th letter is G. So now look at what it is. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. These are the prime numbers. So these are the letters which represent the prime number values at their position. Position values are prime numbers. And if that is the case, what would be the answer here? So here the letter, and this is the letter, 2 times, right? So this is 11, this is 22, this is 13, this must be 26. Which is the letter? 26th letter, that is Z. So here missing letter is G, and here missing letter is Z. So GZ is the answer, GZ. That's the case. Now next one. This is what it is. 2, 9, 6. So what is the connection? 2, 9 and 6, we have 20 in between, 20 in the middle. So there is some kind of connection between these 4 numbers. Which are the 4 numbers? 6, 2, 9 and this 20. So what is that connection? So try to establish that connection. And here we have 1, 8, 3 and 15. So check it out what kind of connection you have. And once you get that connection, sometimes you may get a pattern that is applicable here. That pattern may not be applicable here. So you need to get a pattern which is applicable in both cases. So if you can apply that pattern, if you get a pattern which is applicable for both images, then you can apply that pattern for the last image. And of course, you may get an answer if that answer is given among the answer choices, it's perfectly all right. But if the answer is not among the answer choices, the pattern what you got would be a correct pattern, but you don't have the answer choice. So that means you have to look for something else as well. So that's a challenge in this type of questions. Take a look at it. Right. Question number 6, right? So what kind of pattern you see here? 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 9, 17, right? 17, and we have 3 numbers here, 3 numbers. So that's 17 plus 3 is 20. So how about we have here 8 plus 3 is 11. 11 plus 1 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. Why that 3? 3 numbers are here. And apply the same pattern right there. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. 16 plus 3 numbers we have. So that 3, the answer is 19. So we have the answer choice. And that pattern is applicable for all the figures, all the 3 figures. It's perfectly all right. So let's go for the next one. Question number 7, of course. Now we go further. The figures are getting complicated and the numbers are a bit more challenging as well in terms of their size and their kind of pattern formed over there. So let's try this. Question number 7. So what we have is 3, we have 1, we have 4. Now 26 is in the middle. And here we have 5, 6, 2. What kind of pattern? We have no idea. So whatever the pattern here, if we can identify the pattern, apply the pattern over here. So look at the third figure. What is that? 4, 9, 8 and 161 as well. So what is it? 4 and 9, that is 13. 13 plus 8 is 21. 21 and what is given here? 161. 21 and 161. What kind of pattern or what kind of connection? 20 and 160. 20 and 160 approximately how many times? 8 times, right? So that, I'm pretty sure at least some of you have the answer by this time. So what is the pattern here? If you add this, 3, 1, 4, 4 plus 4, 8. So that 8 and 12 we have 26. So 8 into 3 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. And if you apply the same pattern over here, if you add these numbers, over here, 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 9. 12 plus 9 is what? 21, right? So that 21, here what we have done, we multiplied. So this is 4. We have added all this. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 into 3, 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. This case we add 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 9 is 21. 21 into 3. Well, 21 into 3 is 63. 63 plus 2, 65. Here what we have is 161. It is not 65. Another thing what we have to really think about here, you know what, this case the numbers are small, single digit numbers, and you got the number in the middle is 26. Here the numbers are not that large, 4, 8 and 9 still single digit numbers, but here what we got is 161. Here we got 26. How come that number 161 is so large? In comparison with 26. 26 and 161, that 161 is comparatively large. So how come? So is there a possibility of multiplication? 4 into 3 is 12, 12 plus 1 is 12 itself, 12 into 2, 24, 24 plus 2, 26. Okay, fine. So apply that same pattern. 8 into 4, 8 into 4 is 32. 32, and if you multiply 32 into 9, so 32 into 9 is what? Somewhere close to 290 something, right? Okay, 288. But here what we have is 161. So what I'm looking for next thing is, I'm just taking the 3 square. 3 square is 9, and 4 square is 16, and 1 square is 1 itself. So well, 16 plus 3, 25 plus 1, 26. That is perfectly all right here. But let's take it over there as well. 16, that means 4 square, and 64, that is 8 square, and 81. So 64 and 16, what do you get? 64 and 16, 80. 80 plus 81, 161. Done. So that's a pattern. And we apply right over here. 5 square is 25, and this is 36, and this is 4. 2 square is 4. So it is 40, 40 plus 25. 40 plus 25 is what? 65. Well, we have the answer right here, 65. So that's a pattern. It's not that complicated. However, you need to really think about it, what exactly it is given here. In this case, it is squares. Sometimes it could be cubes. In this case, the squares of numbers are added. That means 3 square plus 4 square plus 1 square. Sometimes it could be the multiplication. 3 square into 4 square into 1 square. Or it could be different operations. It could be sometimes, 3 square into 4 square plus 1 square. You never know what kind of pattern it's waiting for you. Next one. Well, it is not exactly a rhombus. We can call it a diamond. Okay. So we have 4 numbers around this diamond, and we have 1 number in the middle. So 5 numbers. Those 5 numbers are connected some way or the other way. So what kind of pattern we have here? 3, 5, 8, and 4. Well, I'm pretty sure at a glance you must have get the answer. You might have seen the pattern right here. 5 into 4 is 20. 8 into 3 is 24. So, well, 24 plus 5 into 4, 20. That is 44. However, is it applicable here? 7 into 2 is 14. 14 plus 1 into 6 is 6. So, 14 plus 6 is 20. Perfectly all right. So, let's try that pattern here. 8 into 1 is 8. 3 into 9 is 27. 27 plus 8. 27 plus 8 is what? 35. So we have the answer 35 right here.
We have done a number of challenging questions from this area. Well, if you need to have additional questions for practice, take a look at our website walnuttraining.org and click on study materials. That will take you to a download page with a number of questions, and you can pick and choose the type of exam you want to appear for. So there are questions which are for bank exams, campus placement. You can see the questions for UGC NET, and you can see the questions for NTSE as well. So choose the area you like to have. Thanks for watching.